So this is I call it my wolf whistle. There's been wolves in the area, and I read something like make a lot of noise, have a whistle or something like that, and maybe it will prevent the wolf from eating pepper for brunch. Okay? Why am I mentioning this? Yesterday I was out here recording videos. You can't see it, but my camera is on that picnic table right there. And this morning I noticed, only this morning, 10 minutes ago, I noticed, oh my God, my whistle's gone. The strap was here, and then this little clip was completely bent open, so the whistle clearly fell out. Flow state, meditation, quiet, peace. What other words could we find? How did I found my whistle, clearly. How did I find that? How did I make that happen? And I can only say that it came through, meditation's a big word, because I was walking this morning, I saw that I lost it. All right, here's my example. You know, you're at does anybody still even do this? ATM, you go to the ATM, the money machine, whatever it's called, the bank machine to get money, and you need your PIN code, right? I don't take out cash much anymore. I think I know my password, but I do it sort of by visual memory, right? And I can't remember. So there's this story where somebody's at the ATM and they put in their card and they're gonna press the buttons, and they kind of blank out really quickly, right? And then, there's a lot of people behind them. They're in a hurry. Maybe they're double parked. There's stress. So their brain and their mind and their thinking process is stressed, and they can't remember, right? And so they're at the thing. And then, people behind me. I gotta know. Force it. Remember. Visualize. Oh no, I can't. So I talk a lot about the radio signal of a radio wave from a radio, right? And so the PIN code is at 89.7, and he is currently like freaking out at 106.5, right? It's just not gonna happen. So what needs to happen? He needs to adjust his frequency to the same level where that PIN code is in his sort of memory. This is how I see things, by the way. I don't know if it's crazy or you just have no idea what I'm talking about. So what happens? He's stressed out at the ATM, and then he says, I give up. I get my card back, and I'm going to walk away from the ATM. Hey, sorry, people. And I'm going to calm down. And then by the time, this is going to sound a little counterintuitive, but by the time I'm like, I don't care anymore. I'll do it another day. I'm not going to remember it right now. And you could probably count the number of steps. I bet it's like under 10, max 20, that he walks away. I got it. I got my PIN code. So what happened? He went from 106.5 to 87.9. He reduced or increased, whatever, take your pick of where you want the frequencies, right? So he got into the same level of frequency as the PIN code, right? Can you imagine all this? Can you visualize all this? You like I don't know if you like the radio wave thing or the radio dial. Bradley, wolf whistle, get back to the story here. Right. So the wolf whistle, if I had stressed out, oh my God, where's my wolf whistle? Oh my God, there's probably a wolf. We're in danger. A wolf is going to come eat pepper. I would freak out, and I wouldn't be able to remember or re-visualize or comb through my memory to find out where that came from. You following here? So I calmed down. I didn't close my eyes because I was walking. It was with Pepper. It was just happened just now. But I think because I'm trained and I've done, is it a decade? My God, I think a decade of meditation, I can adjust the frequency of my thinking pretty easily because I know what I'm doing, because I'm trained in this, right? And so I got it. And then it came to me and I saw it in my mind. I saw the whole movie, and I was leaning over that picnic table where the camera is right now. And there, just like a wooden picnic table, there are slats of wood, and this got stuck between the slats of wood. And I remember I pulled up. I didn't remember until I saw it again. I pulled up, and I think, and this broke open, and then the whistle fell. So over there, I thought, I don't know if it's going to be right under the table, but I bet it's over here because I was doing all these videos yesterday. You following? How can you get into the frequency of the solution you're looking for? And again, maybe, okay, so here, this would be a fun experiment. What if you're stressed out and that's when you chose your PIN code? Or you're stressed out and that's when I lost the whistle? Maybe, do you stress yourself out and get to that same level? And that's where you'll connect with that moment in time. So this moment was 24 hours ago or whatever. And I came back to the same level by calming my mind, by letting it come to me, by allowing it, by not trying. I know they always say, don't try. I know it's so hard. There is no try. There is only do. So, because I'm trying to give you tips here on how to do that. And I could only say calm your mind, which I know is such a meditation yoga thing to say. And if you can't calm your mind, and you're like, oh, it's impossible. So how can you do this? I would say try to filter out the other, what's going on. Okay, forget the grocery list for today. Pepper's safe. I don't think about work. Don't think about where did I lose that, damn whistle, right? Nope. Just let it come back. Where, when, what was going on with the whistle. And then the visualization sort of downloaded into my head and I saw it. I remember I'm leaning up. I saw 2 slats of wood. I'm like, wood table, picnic table. Where's a picnic table? Recording yesterday at this very spot. And I walked up here this morning and I found my whistle 3 meters from the spot. All right. I'm Bradley Charbonneau. This could be called the radio dial and tuning in to the frequency of your solution, right? I knew the solution. My memory, my experience knew where that whistle was. My conscious memory couldn't find it, right? I hope this helps. I love this stuff, by the way. If you'd like to hear more about this kind of thing, just send me a note in the comments and let me know, even if you just say, I want to hear more about this stuff. I love this stuff because this is where we get solutions to just about anything. Just about anything. If I remember, I will try to link to you could even look it up in my YouTube channel. It's probably called Germany or even Dusseldorf, where I found this important piece of paper, kind of along the same lines. But that was a much more important piece of paper than my little wolf whistle. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, hit that like, and then leave a comment. I'd love to hear a comment what you thought about this. Did I see, because then you get into did I just analyze and backtrack my steps and where could it be? Maybe, but I wasn't finding it that way. I had to come into that same state where I visualized, I saw the planks, I saw the table, and then I found the whistle. See you next time. Where's Pepper? There he is. Gotta go.